What the fuck?
Well, I was originally supposed to do a video on Galio based on the comment section from the last one, but Galio is so cripplingly fucking boring that I'd literally rather research and write a 4,000 word essay on the benefits of cleaning your arse with sandpaper than sit through a bunch of 40-minute games where me and some other unlucky sap sit top lane and pretend that we're trying to kill each other, even though we both know that we've got a better chance of killing ourselves in real life out of sheer boredom than we do killing each other in this absolutely abysmal tank meta. But nevertheless, as much as I absolutely despise the fucking tank meta, we're not here to talk about that pile of ass. We're here to talk about the king of comebacks, and yes, it's a king because it looks like a big strangly dick, Cassiopeia. Welcome to Why I Hate. So I just want to point out right now that when I recorded all the footage for this originally, I went like 17-6 in some of these games. However, I did also delete the footage like a fucking idiot and had to replace it with less than stellar footage. So here's my apology. Here's a picture of a snake with tits, and now I have both you and your crotch equally confused. So let's talk about Cassiopeia. So I called her the king of comebacks a little earlier on, and you maybe had a quick pandering as to what I actually meant by that. Well, Cassiopeia is a champion that I find incredibly interesting because when I play her, and I do poorly, I still find myself very capable of making plays and doing damage, even from very far behind. You see, the skill cap is ever so slightly higher than your average point-and-click burster. Syndra! But no, really, take a look at this clip. Now, pay attention to my score. Not looking too hot in the mid lane here, am I? I'm like 0-3. A lifetime's worth of poor decisions and cheap alcohol has led me straight into this situation. I'm about to get fucked up harder than they're gonna fuck up the live-action JoJo movie.
Oh, no, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Oh my god, whose dad is this?
But now observe, as the Cassiopeia, despite being behind, despite being against a champion that can burst her down in seconds, proceeds to not give a fuck about any remote consequence and shits all over the enemy LeBlanc. It's beautiful. You see, Cassiopeia is like the honey badger of League of Legends world. That bitch will dive straight into a hornet's nest, regardless of the amount of pain or suffering it has to withstand, but it always comes out on top because of the sheer amount of balls that this character has, which is appropriate because she is dick-shaped. Like, she is literally like a big squiggly dick, and if you use one of her emotes, it looks like she's trying to climb up the wall. It looks like a dick. It looks like a dick trying to climb up a wall. She's like, oh, I'm a dick, I need to get up this wall. Now, I say she's a higher skill cap champion though, because she basically does absolutely no damage unless she is able to combo her abilities together. And I know that's probably an incredibly fucking obvious thing to say, like, oh Ross, that's like saying the best way to win a game is to kill the enemy nexus. We know that. But no, unless you actually hit a Q or they're standing in your W, you basically do no damage whatsoever. Also, you can't buy boots, because I mean, where would you put the boots? Would you put them here? Or would you put them here? She has no feet. It's a bit of an inaccuracy anyway, because other characters like Hecarim don't need to buy 2 pairs of boots. So what? But anyway, her abilities are actually pretty simple. Her Q blasts an area with poison. It deals magic damage, applies a poison that is used in conjunction with her other abilities. She gains speed if it hits an enemy too, and generally, if you're getting ass blasted in lane and want to farm, you just max this. It's really good for like clearing waves. So if you're behind, max this and not your E. Now her W is Miasma, and it's really an incredibly underrated and broken ability that is one of the few fucking things in the game that applies the grounded effect, meaning that anyone standing on this Miasma in the enemy team is completely incapable of any movement-based spell. You can't flash, you can't dash, blink, you can't leap, you can't catch a bus, you can't ride your Gimp slave to the shops, nothing at all. It's fucking ridiculous, but it also has a minimum cast range, which is It hilariously makes it basically completely fucking useless against melee champions that actually have gap closers, meaning that if they actually do dash towards you and you try and retaliate, you end up just spurting the miasma out behind them. So if fucking Aurelia dies on your head, all you end up doing, if you don't do it fast enough, is just spurting it out behind her, not slowing, not doing any damage, and looking like a grade A white van retard in the process, while the enemy wonders if you are an actual and complete and utter fucking tool shed. Now, E is an ability that is bound to give you wanker's cramp because it has a 0.75 second cooldown, so you will be smashing this spell harder than you smash that motherfucking like button. Yeah, genuinely don't know what I'm fucking doing in my life at this point. Her E launches her fangs at the enemy, dealing absolutely no damage unless the target is poisoned. And then if they are poisoned, it does shitloads of fucking damage. It does far better damage if the target is poisoned, making it chunk motherfuckers. And it also refunds the mana cost if the target dies. So essentially, you're playing Annie. You're playing Annie if Annie started hitting the gym, taking a bunch of muscle building steroids and supplements, and ended every sentence with the word bro. Basically, imagine if Annie was actually one of the cast members of the Jersey Shore, and you essentially have Cassiopeia. And it's also kind of fitting because every cast member of the Jersey Shore is a complete reptile, so it's very fitting. Do you see what I did there? Now, her ultimate, it's almost not even worth talking about because I do not understand this spell. Nobody does. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And if you claim that you understand it, you are a complete liar. And I bet you Photoshop My Little Ponies into pictures with yourself and that you pretend that they are your girlfriend, you fucking nerd. Now sure, on the surface, it seems completely simple. You shoot out a cone, and if they're facing you, then they're stunned, and if not, they're slowed. It's fucking easy. It's the simplest description ever. It's a 2-part description. It's simple. But, I swear though, since the inception of this ability many years ago, it has literally never actually worked as intended, to the point where Riot is just like, fuck it, like, why not? She's not even played enough to care. It's literally at the point where when I used to watch people like Scara back many years ago, now this was back like season 2, season 3, long time ago, they don't fucking trust it. High level players do not trust this spell. I used to watch Scara and he would just use the ultimate for extra damage rather than trying to get the stun off because it was so fucking unreliable. Now, case in point, look at this ulti that I drop. Look at Katarina. Is she facing me? No. But is she stunned? Fucking apparently so. This ability, which explicitly states they need to be facing me to work, worked on an enemy that was facing the complete fucking opposite direction to me. Now, unless there's more. Unless the game is trying to tell me something. So, Katarina is facing behind me, and the spell only works in that way. So, maybe Katarina's head isn't her actually real head. Maybe that head's a fake head to throw people off in battle. Maybe her weak point isn't her head, her fake head, but it's a real head. So, ladies and gentlemen, I propose that Katarina's real head is actually her ass. Now, this is a revelation that will shake the League of Legends world forever, but I think I'm onto something. It's the only thing that makes sense. It makes sense because Katarina mains have their heads up their asses, and she spins so much to avoid people realizing that her head is actually her ass. Now, I think my work is probably done here, ladies and gentlemen. So, in conclusion, Cassiopeia is alright. I actually don't really give much of a shit about her because nobody really fucking plays her. But basically, if you can't hit Qs, then you're gonna die every single fucking time. So unless you have a serial killer's level of balls of steel under pressure, or you're actually good at the game, which contrary to basically all of the comment sections I get from bronze and silver players telling me how fucking bad I am, it's not 90% of you. You're pretty much all bronze and silver. You're maybe a couple of you gold, you know. I'm sure there's gonna be comments being like, oh no, I'm actually challenger. I'm part of the full 1%. No, statistically speaking, you're far more likely to be silver. that is the average. Silver 5 is literally the average rank in League of Legends. So you can go fuck yourself, is what you can do. Yeah, that's right. I'm striking out. I'm striking out against you, against the YouTube comment section. Fuck you guys. Take this video and fucking enjoy it, you old bitch. That's right. Also, kiss me, you sexy fuck. What was I saying? Yeah. Don't even bother playing Cassiopeia if you just don't. Yeah, just don't play Cassiopeia. Just fuck whatever. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching yet another Why I Hate. It was quite a good Why I Hate if I do see so myself. Even though I haven't edited it yet, I'm still in the recording process, so I actually have no idea how it looks. But yeah, so you're probably like, oh Ross, you didn't post a video yesterday. Probably because you're working on this. Yes, you're right. But I think we're going to change things up ever so slightly. So I've made a bunch of jokes in the past about, you know, the trajectory of my channel being like downhill and shit like that. And it's true. Like my channel, I've been losing subs, and that's partly due to the fact that I was doing like giveaways and stuff for the TF cards and shit like that. And I kind of realized like I don't want people to just sub for the giveaways. I was just trying to be nice and like give only my subs it. But then I got a bunch of people that I was just like, I don't really fucking want these people. So now they're all leaving. That's fantastic. That's great. I've kind of been on autopilot on YouTube for a little bit of a time. I've been entirely self-aware of this. It's completely my own fault. But I have now changed my schedule. I'm gonna go back to how I was back before I even had 100k subs, and that was when Monday, Wednesday, Friday was a video, and I think that's what I'm gonna try and aim for. When I say Monday, Wednesday, Friday video, I don't mean a Why I Hate. There's probably only gonna be one Why I Hate a week anyway, still, but it will be. Probably just Friday will be the Why I Hate day. Let's call that the unofficial Why I Hate day. It might be a fucking different time, depends what I'm doing. And then Monday, Wednesday will be like something different, but something still highly edited regardless. I want to get back to making good fucking videos. I've been talking to Uber Danger and stuff, and I know Magikarp Use Fly is like really disappointed in me because I make shit videos these days. I still think some of them are good, like the creative ones. I still like. I'm still gonna do like Metamancers and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna edit them more. Like, I sometimes get told that I'm like not very creative in the editing style of things, but the other stuff I do is really creative. Like the cool builds, the playing with weird shit, the yada yada yada. All that's incredibly fucking creative. So if I can just take my ideas and then fucking edit them better, then we have a winning fucking formula right here. You hear this? This is a fucking winning formula. But anyway, just want to let you guys what's going on. I just want to let you guys know what's going on. I'm not giving up or any shit like that. It's just that I'm putting more fucking time into it. If I post more than 3 videos a week, then that's fine. But yeah, money is not like a concern for me. I don't really give a shit. I went into autopilot just being like, well, my channel is dying anyway, I may as well just make videos regardless and just see what happens. But, no, I don't give a fuck about the ad revenue going down or any shit like that. Literally the only thing I care about is people watching my videos and people liking them and seeing nice comments, because all I see is shit comments these days. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'm sorry I've just ranted for the last 2.5 minutes, but this series is one series that everybody always kind of gravitates back to. And you guys watch this to the end a lot of the time, and yeah, I don't want to do a fucking update video to tell you guys that I'm doing whatever. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. This has been my channel update and Why I Hate. So drop a like. I will see you on Monday probably, and I love you. I'm gonna suck your dick.
Oh.